Welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel, to the Hbar holders. Appreciate all the love. Let's analyze and take a look at what's happening with Hbar going into Friday morning. So again, yesterday was, a big bloodbath for the crypto space. Once again, quite a bit of retracement within the markets. And if we're looking at, the last 1 week, this really gives us a little bit of a better understanding as to, what we're really looking at as far as, the past 1 week is concerned. So, you can see across the board a lot of double digit, pullbacks, and Hbar is down about 16% as of recording this update. The price right now, though, is currently at 20.7 cents, down about 3.4% over the course of the last 24 hours, down 1% in Bitcoin comparative. The valuation 8.8 billion, and the 24-hour trading volume at about 300 million. As always, just a quick disclaimer, anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So as far as the dominance index is concerned, you guys can see this for yourself. We are sitting at about 58.9% as of recording this update. Dominance still showing a lot of strength for itself. If you're looking at Bitcoin, though, you guys can see, Bitcoin actually is sitting at 109,000, so it's much lower than where we were just yesterday, last night, of course. And of course, it kind of goes back to what I've said. If you've been following my channel every single day of the week, I've been talking to you guys about the confirmation zone above 115K, highlighting to you guys the importance of the $115,000. And since then, breaking below here opens the door for us to retest some of these lower time frames. And right now, the price of Bitcoin is considering at 109,000 key support line. If this support line does not hold, we could actually see a double bottom for this month alone, which is at around 107,000. And maybe, we see that happening in the next few hours to come, because that itself is not a big move. That's only about a 1.56% move from where we currently are. But one thing I want you guys to keep in mind is, the last time the price of Bitcoin was actually below the 23.6 Fibonacci retracement level was back in July 1st. So it's been quite some time, and breaking below here would obviously get a lot of people talking. I do expect the support to hold. Maybe we do see a double bottom, but we'll see what happens. Right now, we're not out of the woods just yet. Breaking below here maybe could push us down to 105. And that is something we want to keep in mind. And with the way dominance is holding, obviously, it kind of makes sense with the way dominance is showing strength right now, especially when you're taking a look at what's happening with Bitcoin. With that being said, let's take a look at what's happening with Hbar's price. Hbar's price, of course, is sitting below the 61.8 Fibonacci retracement level. We're back into 78.6. But that's not what I want you guys to focus on, because what I want you guys to focus on is since July 13th. So it's been about 2.5 months to be exact. We consolidated pretty much within the 61.8 fib zone. We obviously briefly went below it at the beginning of this month, but we were able to reclaim back into the 61.8. But we're actually finding ourselves below our September lows, and we're actually retesting July levels right now, which of course is not what a lot of people want to see. But again, this is due to the major volatility that we're seeing within Bitcoin that is dragging the altcoin market down with it. Right now, what would be the next major support line here for Hbar would be around 18.6 cents if you were to ask me. Obviously, we do have some support before that as well, but again, significant support. It's around 18.6 cents, which is an 11% pullback from where we currently are. Do I see this happening? Again, obviously, if Bitcoin does not hold around these levels, drop potentially below the 23.6, this is something we want to keep in mind. But I still do project that, the quarter four for this year is going to be a good time for crypto space. And again, if you're looking at it from November levels, I know a lot of people have forgotten this. We're still up a staggering 380%. Yes, a lot of people overlook this, but I don't care if I have to say this 1,000 times. We are up substantially over the course of the last 10 to 11 months, and that's something I don't want you guys to neglect. So far so good. Yes, we're seeing a little bit of a consolidation. Yes, we're below the 61.8, a level we don't really want to be below. You guys know the importance of that key range, but as of now, we need to kind of analyze the broader market, understand how that is having an effect on crypto in general. But we're going to take it one step at a time. So far so good. Obviously, in the grand scheme of things, Hbar's not holding bad as a lot of people might think, but we're going to take it one step at a time. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. We'll see you later in Crypto ZX, and peace out.